Okay, welcome. Thank you for joining us today and for your continued support of us over the years. We are so glad that you're here with us today. We're going to take a special tour on the Oceania Cruises Riviera. And today I have with me Miss Jody and Dana Luck, Director of Sales with Oceania Cruises. We have a lot to show you today, so buckle up and get ready for a great tour. First, I need to give just a quick shout out though to our incredible team, our staff at Magic Cruises and Tours. When I add up all the years of experience for these folks here, they represent about 185 years together. Shelley's been with us for ever since we began Magic back in 1988. Marsha has 25 years. She's in our group department, and Jamie and Lisa, Cindy Duffy, and Kate Black in our group department as well. So perhaps you recognize these smiling faces, and we're here to take care of you and all of your vacation needs. Thanks again for joining. So we had a lot of people asking us about, hey, we want to go to Italy. We'd like to go to Greece. And we thought, well, what better way than to combine these wonderful ports of call, these great destinations for our 35th anniversary at Magic Cruises. And woo, time does fly, but now is the time to be planning this great voyage to get the best availability and the best pricing and so forth, and really have something great to look forward to. I don't know about you, but it's been a tough couple of years here in the land of Magic, and we are ready to have some fun, and we want to share it with you. So thanks again for tuning in, and let's get started. This itinerary, I will say, adds lots of opportunity for pre and post vacationing as well, so we can talk about enhancements to your trip as the time moves forward. Now here we are at the beautiful Oceania Cruises Riviera in the main lobby, and I'm going to ask Jody to join us and start to tell us a little bit more. In this video, this presentation will be focused on the ship itself and Oceania Cruises as a brand, because we want you to know and feel comfortable and really good about this trip that we've got scheduled especially for our 35th anniversary.
Well, Patty, I am so delighted to spend this time with you and with your magical clients. I am thrilled that they will be sailing with us, Oceania Cruises, the Riviera, and you put together a wonderful package for them. So let's get started. So Oceania Cruises is our upper premium brand, and she has been sailing beautiful, small, luxurious vessels for over 19 years. And when we started the company, we wanted to create 3 pillars of distinction that other cruise lines were not focusing on. So our small ship luxury is very desirable, especially now. Fewer guests, more space, more residential feel. Our exquisitely crafted cuisine is what we're known for, the hallmark of our brand. And there's reasons why we continue to win the finest cuisine at sea, which you'll learn in a couple of minutes. And then, of course, our third pillar, and one of the most popular as well, is the curated travel experiences, because it's not just the ship experience, but it's the shoreside experience that our guests and you will love and appreciate. So we're going to start with the small ship luxury. You're going to be sailing on Oceania class, the Riviera. She is 1,250 guests total. That's a little over 600 suites and staterooms. And take a look at that impressive guest to staff ratio. You will notice the minute that you board that the staff is going to treat you like family. The best service, they'll remember your name, you'll feel so welcomed, and you'll want to return again and again. That's how special they make you feel. And how we measure up to the other lines that you may be familiar with, well, there we are, second from the bottom, the Oceania class. The Riviera is just a little over 66,000 gross ton. So remember, as we go through this presentation on the Riviera, look how intimate and small and residential our ship feels and looks.
You know, Jody, before you go on into accommodations, I think that's a good slide. A lot of our guests have been on the other, premium lines, and maybe not so many on a smaller vessel. 1,250 guests is a great size, guys. It's a wonderful size ship. I think it's perfectly sized because it still offers all the extra amenities and the activities and entertainment, but on a smaller scale with no lines and no hassles. And it's just a really comfortable size ship. So we're excited about that.
And your guests will be too. Thank you for saying that, Patty. So the accommodations are beautifully appointed. You can see the soft colors. They were recently re-inspired, which is in our brand, that's what we call after a dry dock. So they've been recently re-inspired, and the designers wanted to bring that sea of tranquility on board. And that's why when you see these beautiful slides, you're going to see that soft blue and the white. You're going to feel that connection to the ocean. Now, the penthouse is in the lower left. It's one of the most popular accommodations because it's higher decks, more space, 420 square feet, very spacious veranda, walk-in closet, which you'll appreciate, and a beautiful brand new bathroom with Bulgari, toiletries, and the concierge and the veranda we also have in this group allotment. But you can also book the higher end suites, and Patty will be able to price that out for you as well. Now, when you're in a concierge level and above, you have access complimentary to our spa terrace. You'll have the opportunity to pre-arrange your dining further out. And there's so many other wonderful amenities as you when you book the higher categories. But every single one of our bedding is the Prestige Tranquility bed, which is wonderful with 1,000 thread count linens, and it will give you the perfect night's sleep. So as I mentioned earlier, we have a very residential design, and our guests love that because they're sailing anywhere from 7 to 180-day voyages. This particular itinerary is May 4 to May 11, so you're going to want to feel that sense of home, and of course, intimate areas very similar to what you might have in your home and your living room. There's impressive artwork throughout the ship. Our curators are the co-founders, Mr. Del Rio and Bob Binder themselves, and they hand-selected all of the museum quality pieces of art, knowing exactly where they were going to display them. We have wonderful lounges such as Martini's Lounge, and we've got wonderful high-level talent that's on board that will perform in our theater or Horizons Lounge, or even the day that you embark right above the main foyer in the upper hall. So you're always going to have wonderful background music throughout your voyage. We have a library, which a lot of our guests love to spend, whether it's morning or in the evening, or if you happen to have an early embarkation. And we also have executive and concierge lounges for those guests that are in concierge and above. One of the favorite places for our guests to enjoy is baristas, which is where we have complimentary specialty coffees and teas. And then one of our crew's favorite time of the day is 4 o'clock, where they love to serve our guests afternoon tea, which is in Horizons Lounge. On board the Riviera and all of our ships, we have the Aquamar Spa and Vitality Center, and this is where you can have wonderful treatments, great technicians. But this picture here is the spa terrace, and this is where the guests love to enjoy. It's smaller than the pool deck, which is a beautiful, spacious pool deck, but this is quieter and removed. It's all the way up on one of the higher desks, all the way forward, and this is complimentary for concierge and above.
I love those tiled heated lounge.
Oh, and it's heated, and it just is so luxurious. So the hallmark of our brand is our exquisitely crafted cuisine. And the reason for that is that gentleman in the upper right-hand corner. That is our executive culinary director, Jacques Pepin. And he's been part of our family since day one. His daughter Claudine is now with us, and together they inspire our entire culinary team. They get off the ship in every single port. They purchase all of the fresh fish and bring it on board. Our seafood is never frozen. They bring on board the finest ingredients, the fresh spices and fruits and vegetables, and they prepare a chef market dinner for you, which is cuisine that is in the region that you're sailing in. So not only are you gobbling up that region ashore, but now you can come back on board and you can taste all that local flavor in our many restaurants. We have our flour from the Beauce region in France. Our rack of lamb comes from New Zealand. Our lobster comes from Nova Scotia. So without a doubt, get ready. You're going to have a wonderful culinary experience with every single taste. We have the perfect settings. We do not have any buffets. Our crew serves you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have our grand dining room. We have our nod to Asian cuisine in our Red Ginger. And the Terrace Cafe is one of my favorites. It's the picture in the lower right where you can come back on board after touring Crete in Greece, and you sail away at 7 o'clock at night with the island in the background, and you can have cook to order at the Terrace Cafe. Or you can dine in the grand dining room. Beautiful, beautiful atmosphere, Versace china, and this is where we serve a wonderful lunch and a continental cuisine in the evening. Now, the Riviera has something special that many of our other ships do not have, and that is Jacques Pepin's own restaurant with pieces of his art that he has designed and on the wall. And some of his other artifacts are there for you to enjoy. And of course, it will be a French menu. We also have Toscana, which is our authentic Italian restaurant, serving delicious family recipes from our Italian chefs. Our Polo Grill is our signature steakhouse where we have filet and lobster and veal and wonderful other types of dishes in Polo Grill. And of course, on your veranda, we will serve you, our crew will serve you hot breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because we know that when you get on board after such a long pause, that you're really going to appreciate that ultimate sanctuary.
Yeah, Jody, before we jump into any other areas on the ship, I just want to take a minute and make sure our guests that are listening with us realize that, again, all of the dining, the specialty dining that Jody just talked about, Toscano and Polo Grill, those are all included. They're specialty restaurants, but they are included in your fare. And the grand dining room, it's open seating. You can dine when you want with who you want for the evening meals and breakfast and lunch for that matter. So, you know, really that's pretty special. And I mean, the food is amazing, amazing. I mean, even, you know, at the Waves Grill, for instance, they serve Wagyu burgers. I mean, we're talking very, you know, wonderful, fancy, yummy, quality food that you would pay hundreds for in a restaurant. And I also want to mention, we haven't really talked too much about the fact that it is country club casual on board. So yes, these are really amazing restaurants, but the environment on board Oceania is intended to be more country club casual. Well, what does that mean? It means, you know, collared shirts and slacks. Jackets are not required for the gentlemen, but you might want to wear one because you look so nice in a sport coat in the evening. But, you know, it's meant to be comfortable and enjoyed.
Correct, Patty. And then we also have the Culinary Center, and this is one of my favorite places, and you can book this in advance. We have many different types of classes that you can experience at a minimal charge. It's about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and maybe it's a technique class, or maybe it is a Mediterranean menu, right? Because of the region where you're sailing, or maybe it is learning how to cook some of our most popular recipes that our guests often ask about. So it's cooking stations, cooking for two at each of the stations. And really, I encourage you, if this is something that you're interested in, signing up early, because they do fill up because it's limited capacity.
That's fun.
It's so much fun. Our third and final pillar is our curated travel experiences. And as I mentioned in the beginning, we do sail. We have a global footprint. We sail anywhere from 7 to 180 days. We get into the marquee and boutique ports of call that the larger ships can't get into. And on your itinerary, you'll really appreciate the Riviera getting into Sicily, or Cephalonia, which is in Greece, or Crete, which is in Greece, and Rhodos, which is Greece. So all of these small little ports, you're going to get in there early, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and sail at night. So every single day, gobbling up that region. And that is going to, that's going to allow you to get off the ship and to take all of these wonderful curated travel experiences. So part of O-Life, we offer the standard shore excursions, which I'll talk about in a minute. But then if you're a culinary enthusiast, you can take a culinary discovery tour or a go local tour. And that is what we like to call touring as a local and not as a tourist. If you're into wellness, which many of our guests are, you'll appreciate our wellness discovery tours that are offered in some of the ports. Food and wine trail tours while you're in Italy, and evening excursions, which is nice, and exclusive and selects. We've got so many wonderful tours, and I know that Patty is going to have that on the website as well for you to be able to discover. And closing is our ultimate value. And yes, at the bottom is what we have inclusive on every single voyage. So internet, all of our specialty restaurants, room service 24 hours a day, free shuttles from port to the city center if we dock and the city is not in walking distance. We provide complimentary shuttle to the port, it's from the port to the city center. All of our fitness classes are included, which includes Pilates and yoga. We have a partnership with Vera Water, so that would be included. All of our soft drinks and specialty coffees. In fact, you have a refrigerator in your suite or stateroom, and it's replenished every day. And free launderette, so that's nice. You don't have to pack as much if you wanted to throw in some clothes into the launderette. But then our O-Life is round-trip airfare, free shore excursions, or free beverage package, or free shipboard credit. And this will be nice because you can choose what is best for you. Maybe you want the shipboard credit, or maybe you want the standard shore excursions. And then in the other ports of call, you can consider a go local or a wellness or an Oceania exclusive. And we also include free airport transfers, and that is a big savings, a huge savings that otherwise you'd be paying for transfers upon arrival, or you would be paying for transfers from your pre or your post package.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's a lot included. There's a lot included, always included on Oceania Cruises. And with our special group departure, again, May 4th of 2023, we'll be sailing together, and we have coordinated special rates and allocation on board the ship. A lot of verandas are available, and the concierge verandas. And then again, as Jody mentioned, the penthouses and above are also very popular. But we've coordinated with Oceania to be able to offer our guests complimentary prepaid gratuities. That's already included in your fare. And that's well over $100 per person for the week that we're going to be sailing with Oceania. Your choice of the O-Life amenity, as Jody mentioned, either there's 2 free shore excursions, or you can choose the beverage package, which is beer and wine with lunch and dinner. Or the shipboard credit. So you can, again, kind of tailor it based on what your priorities are and what your needs are, and we'll help you with that. And then we're going to have some fun stuff going on board, from the private cocktail party. Maybe we'll all do a little culinary school together, or some other fun activities on board and off. And we'll be looking forward to coordinating that all with you as we move forward. So that is part of our group. I want to point out that we have a lot of great information for you to review on your own on our website at magiccruises.com/anniversary, or you can get to it under our group departures as well. and you'll see some different tabs there. You can click through to find a wonderful flyer, I think is the next slide. It's a 5-page informative, descriptive flyer. There's more information, as Jody quickly talked about the accommodations on the Riviera. We've got it detailed here for you. I know you can't see this, but when you pull it up on the website, it will give you great detail about what's all included on the different accommodations, and as well as all of the amazing dining options that are available on the Riviera. So we could basically be dining in a different restaurant every night.
Could indeed, you could indeed, and you'll want to.
So pull off that flyer. Again, that's like a 5-page flyer. It goes over all the ports of call and the different choices and the pricing and so forth. And then, of course, we have the reservation form online there as well, if you want to just download that to fill it out and give us a call. Easy, whatever's easiest for you. We're here to help you guys. We look forward to traveling with you now and in the future, and certainly on May 4th. I'm definitely looking forward to that. And I think it's great that we have something wonderful to look forward to and anticipate. And after all, I think we all deserve it. So I hope you'll join us, and we're here to help you. You know, I like to say one more thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful ship, and Oceania is an amazing cruise line. And we chose this for many different reasons, but you know, a beautiful ship does not make a wonderful cruise. It's the people on board, and the Oceania staff is exemplary, and their authenticity and their genuine friendliness and warmth that is conveyed to their guests on board. It makes me realize, you know, that they care like we care about our guests. So I applaud Oceania, and we look forward to creating wonderful memories with you in the future. So thank you very much for joining us.
On behalf of Oceania Cruises, I can't wait to welcome you on board. So thank you, and thank you, Patty.
Thank you, Jody. We'll see you again. We're going to be recording another episode, a presentation on the itinerary, so we can dive deeper into these ports of call that we're going to be exploring together. So stay tuned for more information to come on that.